Michelle Obama may be the president's most popular and reliable surrogate. This afternoon, she made her message very clear to supporters. It's going to take more than just showing up at the polls come this November in order to win another 4 years in the White House. The crowd erupted as Michelle Obama made her way to the podium. She wasted no time to get to the core of the issue.
It's all at stake this November. It's all on the line. These are the choices we face. Are we going to continue the change we've begun and the progress we've made? Or are we going to allow everything that we fought for to just slip away?
The crowd listened intently as she listed off what she believes are President Obama's accomplishments and the reason he should get 4 more years on the job.
Osama bin Laden is no longer a threat to this country.
She spoke directly to the issues and concerns of women.
Be sure to tell people that Barack believes women should be able to make our own choices about our health care. And remind them that it's now easier for women to get equal pay for equal work because of the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act.
In the end, she urged supporters to join her grassroots effort.
Every time you take action to move this campaign forward, we're asking you to inspire one more person to step up.
That power of one is going to really take. I really believe it's going to get him in 2012.
And that is exactly what Michelle Obama wants come November. And the First Lady has a very busy schedule over the next few days. She'll take a break from the campaign trail and head to London. She'll be leading a presidential delegation to London for the Summer Olympics. Chris?
Tyrone Gilchrist took his car to the dealership for a routine service, but soon after dropping his car off, he got a call he wasn't expecting.
I thought maybe a fender bender, and the actual service manager said it's pushed in a little bit.
An accident report shows the mechanic was cited for reckless driving while taking the car out on a test drive.
Witnesses said he crossed all lanes of traffic to make a U-turn, and that's when he hit the first car. And that's when he spun out of control and went into oncoming traffic.
The dealership's insurance company, Travelers, wrote the car off as totaled. The estimate payoff was $19,800, $3,600 less than what Gilchrist says his car was worth.
And their estimate was incorrect, which I thought it was. They compared my car to 4-cylinder cars with different options. And that's how they're supposed to do it.
When the insurance company would not return his calls, Tyrone made one last call.
Well, that's when I called 13 years.
We contacted Travelers Insurance. A representative told us they could not comment on individual cases. We then directed Tyrone to write a complaint to the State Bureau of Insurance.
I thank you for telling me who to write, because I didn't know who to write. Because you can't fight the insurance company by yourself.
We're going to get a response to the questions they ask.
Insurance market examiner George Lyle.
And if an insured calls in or a claimant calls in, we can provide them with names and telephone numbers of people at the company that have agreed to talk to consumers to try to resolve a problem before it becomes a written complaint.
It took less than 14 days for Tyrone to receive a call from a Travelers agent. The company now was willing to adjust the claim.
We got the full face value for the car plus all the losses.
So that totaled out to be what?
Right around close to 22.
While the Insurance Bureau is the state regulator, George says insurance companies are not always out to get you.
Again, it's no guarantee that the decision will be changed. It's no guarantee that a claim will be paid, but it's a start.
Even with a check in the bank, Tyrone and Carrie say it may be a while before they purchase another car. Kimberly Beverly is back on the register at Family Food Market. 3 weeks ago, 2 masked gunmen raided the store, one holding a gun to Beverly's head, forcing her to empty her register.
I was on the ground. I was getting back on the ground from the second register and came up behind, or standing there and just hit me in the back of the head with a rifle.
The scary ordeal had many in Gates County on edge, but today, Kimberly and her co-workers are relieved to learn the suspected robbers are locked up.
We're advertising the robbers have been caught. They were
That's right.
yes.
There's a big old
We're letting them
there.
know. Don't mess with Gates County.
I feel a lot better now. I really do. I guess it was I came back to work 2 days afterwards though, so I couldn't let them win that much.
Authorities have connected Wade Watford, Raymond Perry, and a 17-year-old to 2 violent robberies in Gates County. and 4 in Virginia Beach.
We recovered a long gun.
Gates County Sheriff Ed Webb shows us a rifle and clothing, just some of the evidence recovered from Watford's beach apartment. Investigators also found a scrapbook with articles from VEC.com and another news outlet about the robberies. Sheriff says one key element connecting the men to the crime.
And I thank you all, VEC, because y'all were the only station that came down that did any videotape the night of the robbery. Y'all were the only news crew that was here from the very beginning.
Tonight, Sheriff Webb has a warning for Raymond Perry, still on the run.
As the old saying is, the gig is up, so he needs to come on and just turn himself in.
Stella, welcome home, my beautiful.
Oblivious to all the fuss, little Naomi plays with her cousin, who flew all the way from New Jersey to welcome her home. The toddler took a frightening ride she probably will never remember. But her mother, Goldie, she bears the scars that keep the ordeal fresh on her mind.
I was fighting and I didn't care what happened.
Her motherly instinct quickly kicked into gear when Matthew Nash allegedly carjacked her at a gas pump on Witch Duck Road.
And when he started driving off and made like a sharp turn, that's when I flew off the car.
Baby Naomi in the back seat, unaware of what was going on. Her abduction began a statewide search on the ground and in the air. Even her father attempted to track down the minivan.
After a few minutes, when you see that everything is so big and so many cars to look for, it's like, what can I do? You feel like you cannot do anything. Just mercy of God, and that's it.
And so Naor and his family turned to their faith and began to pray.
At a situation like that, that's all you can do, because it's only in the hands of the Almighty. It's not in the hands of anybody else.
The miracle they had been praying for came 2 hours later and 30 miles away from where Naomi was abducted. The toddler found unharmed, wandering a Newport News hotel parking lot. The reunion, one Goldie says she will treasure forever.
And yesterday was a beautiful day.